Okay. So after creating your website on any platform or connecting your property, that means your website, to Google Search Console, now the next task for you is to create content for your website and rank your website on search engines. To do that, to create any content which is SEO friendly and which rank on Google, Yahoo, or Bing, these kind of search engine, you have to create content which is targeted based to the customers. You have to answer their search queries. You have to create a keyword with you have to create a content with keyword relevance, what searchers are searching on a internet. Whether you are writing a blog, or you are writing a headline or page title or meta description, you have to use those keywords in your content. So in next session or this session, we will learn about what is keyword research, how to what are different type of keywords, how to find those keywords, what are the tools which can help us to do this kind of research, and how to create a SEO friendly content with the help of right or relevant keywords. So first of all, you may have heard keywords are an essential part of any SEO strategy. So when on our previous lecture we discussed about what is on-page SEO or what is SEO, so and what is the Google algorithm and what are the actually points Google look when they rank you. So the most important one was the keyword relevance. If Google find out that your content is relevant to the audience or to a searcher, they will show your content to that searcher or maybe on the top page. Also, the second thing is that if you are answering searcher's query, that means if searcher query is what is digital marketing, and you are using digital marketing keywords on your headlines, on your meta descriptions, on your first paragraph, then your content will appear on the first page or on the top ranks. So that's why keyword research is one of the most essential part of any SEO strategy. Without a keyword research, you cannot write a content, and without a good quality content or SEO friendly content, you cannot rank your website on a search engine, because everyone is writing on same topic, and you have to beat millions of same type of content. So your keyword research should be perfect, and your relevance of those keywords, which keywords you are targeting and where you are placing those keywords, what type of keywords are they, are really important to learn and understand. So without the right keywords on your site, people won't find you while searching the web. For example, I am providing digital marketing courses and I am targeting a keyword, maybe what is digital marketing, or how can I learn digital marketing, something like that. So what will happen when someone type best digital marketing courses, my website will not appear. So I have to choose a specific right keyword for my website, so my website appears on search results. Otherwise, I'm doing a business but my on some category, and but my website is not appearing on search engine. So that you don't want to do, not with your business, or not your client's business. Now, understand first what is keyword. Possibly you think keyword will be like digital or marketing, but there is something different into it. So keywords are the words and the phrases that people type into search engine to find what they are looking for. So these days, if you want to do something, you don't type the domain name of any company to search that. If you want to learn digital marketing, you will type where I can learn digital marketing. If you want to buy a t-shirt, you will type man's t-shirt. If you want to buy a jacket, you will type man's leather jacket. So you don't type domain there, we type a sentence or a keyword. So a keyword can be a single word, or it can also be a phrase. So if you type let's say digital, so it's also a keyword. Or if you type What is digital marketing? It also a keyword. If you type where I can learn digital marketing, it will also a keyword. So where I can learn digital marketing have around 7 to 8 words, but still we will call it a single keyword. So a keyword can consist a single word. Also, it can consist more than 7, 8, 10, 12 words. It's all about what people are searching or typing on search engines. So keyword can be a single word too, or it can consist more than one word. So in digital marketing, we call them keywords. But in normal languages, people call them search query because they have a question, they have a query, and they are typing their query on search engines. So what they call it, search query. What we call them? We call them keywords because they are key words for us. You can separate two words, key and words. You will find out they are the keywords for us. That's why we call them keywords and other people call them search queries. So now again I'm making it clear, a keyword can consist one single word or it can consist more than one word. It can consist 4, 5, 10, 12, 15 words. There is no limitation for a keyword. Now we will see a different type of keywords and what are their importance. So why keywords are so much important? The keywords are important because your website can show up when people type them into a search engine. As I already told you, these days we don't type domain name. For example, if you want to buy a t-shirt or if you want to buy a mobile phone, you will type best mobile devices. You will not type OnePlus website or Apple website or Samsung website. Even you know the domain name of those websites, you will not type them. You will just type the you just directly type the name of that brand or maybe some kind of keyword. So keyword are important because they can be targeted with marketing. So the best part of keyword is that you can target your keywords. You can specifically target those people who are looking for that keywords. For example, if in my business I have to target those people who want to learn digital marketing, so I am targeting keywords like PG certification in digital marketing, master program in digital marketing, best digital marketing course, or best institute in India, or best institute in Delhi. So these are my keywords. So those people who are searching those keywords, I can target them. So you can target your audiences with the help of keywords. So that's why keywords are so important. Now, anything search on a search engine, whether a single word or a phrase, is considering a keyword. For example, here on this right hand side picture, you can see here what plants grow in desert. So it consists around 6 words. What to desert? There are 6 words in this phrase, but we will call it a single keyword. It's not 6 keyword, it's a single keyword. It's a phrase and we will call it a single keyword. And what will happen when someone type this keyword? Those who are using this keyword in meta description, in page URL, or in headline, or we call them a title tag, those websites will appear on the top of the page. And you can see here desert and plant. These two words in this keyword are used here in this page URL. Desert, plants, deserts, plants. It's also used in headline or title tag. It also used in meta description. So you can see here everything. They are using same keywords in all those three things. Top one is page URL, second one is headline or title tag, and the third one is meta description. So that you have to do. You have to use your keyword in all those three things: URL, headline, and meta description, as well as on your site content. That will be your blog, articles, headlines, image, or any other content you have published on your website. You have to use the same keyword there too. The more you will use it, the higher the chances your website will appear on the first page and the top of the rank. So that's why keywords are so important. Now, we also use keywords in PPC, that means Google Ads or paid ads. Keywords are not all about using them on search engine optimization. You can also use keywords in search engine marketing, and search engine marketing means paying money to search engine, so they show your website or content on the first page. And these are the example of targeting keywords on Google advertisement. These are all example for, you can see here, ad written here are the example of search engine marketing. That means paying money to Google to rank your website, and they are targeting the keyword which is loan. So you can see here in US, loan is really popular because they take mortgages on their houses. So you can see here, if we search loan on and check here, you will find out all the websites are targeting this loan keyword. And every time someone type that loan keyword, this website appear on the top 4 ranks, and someone click on it, they have to their amount will be deducted from their account. So that's why we call them PPC, pay per click. If a visitor click on this website, account will be deducted from this website Google account. So if you have an advertising budget, because in search engine optimization you are targeting keywords on your content, but it will take around 5 to 6 or maybe 8 months to show result, because there are lots of competition there and everyone is doing the almost same thing. So that's why what companies do for quick result, they bid on keywords. They target keywords through Google advertisement, and you will also do that when you work for some company. You will target keywords. So when you target keywords, and if you have an advertising budget, you can place pay per click, that means PPC. Every time someone click on your website, amount will be deducted from your account. If someone don't click your website, amount will not be deducted. So you can place pay per click PPC ad on specific keywords like digital marketing, or like loans, or like PG certification in digital marketing. That is how Google Ads operates, or Bing Ad operates, or Yahoo Ad operates. They bid for keywords, and those who have a highest bidding win this whole bidding thing, or their website will appear on the top page. Advertiser bid for space at the top of a result page for specific keyword, and the highest bid will win. There will be more advertiser focus on a keyword that implies some sort of monetary action that will be worth paying for price of the ad. So what you can do, you can check what are the in the tools we have available, you can check what is the keyword where these advertisers are bidding most, and how much they are bidding it. Let's, for example, best digital marketing course. If you check and do a keyword research on best digital marketing course, you will find out the bidders are paying around 100 to 200 rupees per click for that keyword. So that means if they are paying 100 to 200 rupees per click, that means that keyword is really important. Now you have find out that the keyword is really important. You can use that keyword on your organic post, or on your blog article or headlines. So that you can do. You can search, or you can research about keywords, check how much advertisers are paying, and if they are paying lots of money for that keyword, that means keyword are really generating lots of revenue. So you can also use that keyword, not in the Google Ads, in optimization process, in writing your content, or using that keyword on headlines, title tag. Now, as you develop a marketing strategy for your website, after creating your website, obviously you will create a SEO marketing strategy for your website. How you will rank your website, how you will generate website traffic, how you generate leads. You will need to choose a specific keyword to target with your website. That means you have to pick a focus keyword. We also call them focus keyword. It's not like that you will target every keyword. Because if you target every keyword, your sentence, your website, your content will not look good. So you have to pick one focus keyword, or maybe two focus keyword, or specific keyword for your website. For like our businesses, my focus keyword is PG certification in digital marketing, or best digital marketing courses in India, or best institute in digital marketing in India. So these are the you have to pick, because keywords can be lot of things, lot of types of keyword, because people type different keywords. If you are searching about digital marketing, maybe Umang will type a different keyword to search about it. Manpreet will type different. Harsh will type different. So keyword can be different type. So that's why you have to research about it and pick a focus keyword for your website content. So search engine optimization and content marketing, you can acquire high ranking organically, not via ads. So using those keywords in SEO, and when you are doing content marketing or writing content, you can acquire high ranks. Because let's, for example, digital marketing have a search volume of around 3 lakh to 4 lakh per month. That means 4 lakh people in India are searching what is digital marketing on Google, and you want 4 lakh people into your website, so you have to target what is digital marketing keyword on your website. So what you will do, you will pick one specific keyword or maybe two specific keywords, or you can also call them focus keyword for your SEO strategy or content marketing. The other keywords which are also important, and we call them related keywords. The other keywords which are also important, and that can be 10 to 12 or 15, you will use those keywords in Google Ads by running advertisement by using PPC, pay per click. So the main keyword or the focus keyword you will use in your site content or in your SEO process. The other keywords you will use in your Google Ads. You will bid on them. So that is your keyword research strategy that you will use in your website marketing strategy. Now, how to appear Google for keywords. So we all know that on a Google, everyone type their search query or keywords. So how to appear on a Google for keywords? So there are two ways you can appear on Google. If someone type a specific keyword which is related to your business. So the number one is PPC, that means pay per click advertising. So that means you have to pick your keyword and you have to bid on that keyword with your competitors. And if you win the bid, your website will be on the first page and on the first rank. This is the one way of appearing on a Google with the help of keywords. The second one is, which everyone is doing, is SEO, search engine optimization. That means there is no bidding. That means you will use that keyword in different part of your site content, whether it's a page content, title tag, meta description, page URL, image alt text, or headlines. You will use that keywords everywhere as many as time as possible, and then you can also rank your content or appear on Google with the help of the keywords you are targeting. So there are two ways to appear on a Google with keywords. One is bidding on them. Second one is using that keyword on your site content, title tag, or page description, page URL, or every other places. So the first one I told you, the PPC, that means bidding on the specific keyword. So PPC is where you pay Google to show your web page in the result for specific keyword. For example, companies like Simplilearn, IIDE, or Upgrade, Great Learning, they are providing digital marketing courses, and they are targeting one specific keyword, and that keyword is PG certification in digital marketing, and they are competing with each other on that specific keyword. And those who will win the war, that person website and content will appear on the first page. Those who have the highest bid. So they are targeting on a specific keyword, and their keyword is PG certification in digital marketing. And those who will win the war or win this bidding process, their website will appear on the first rank. And if someone click on their website, Google will deduct the amount from their account for every single click. So that means it's a PPC, pay per click. Now again, I give you another example here, email marketing. So if someone want to buy email marketing software, what he will do, he will go to Google to find out more about what is the best email marketing software. So he will type email marketing software on a search engine. For example, I want to buy email marketing software. I will type here email marketing software to find out which one is best. These company, Campaign Monitor and Sendinblue, both are providing email marketing software and both are targeting this keyword on PPC, on Google Ads. They are bidding on this keyword, both websites, this one and this one. Let's say, for example, this website Campaign Monitor is bidding 100 rupees on this keyword, and Sendinblue is bidding 90 rupees on this keyword. Now, I type this keyword on a search engine. These two websites appear because Campaign Monitor was bidding 100 rupees, so he will win the bidding or auction, or he will lose the auction. So those who will lose the auction will come on to the second place. Those who will win the auction will come on the first place. Let's say there is a third company, name like MailChimp, and they are bidding 80 rupees. 190 and MailChimp is paying 80 rupees. So their website appear bottom that on the third place. There is another company, ConvertKit. They are bidding 70 rupees. So their website will come on the fourth place. Now, let's say there is another company, SanDisk. They are paying 60 rupees. Will their website come on the fifth or sixth place? No, because Google show only 4 ads on the first page. So though a website which is paying 100 rupees will come on the first rank, the who is paying 90 rupees will come on the second page. Those who are paying 80 rupees will come on the third page. Those who are paying that company who is paying 70 come on the fourth rank, and after that there will be no listing. Those who are paying 60, 70 or 40, 50, they will lose the auction. Their website will not appear. So that's why you have to pay the highest 4 bid, because only 4 places are for advertisement on search engine. Center part is for optimization process. So only the 4 top auctions, top 4 bids will win the war. So this is all about the PPC. That means targeting a specific keyword and giving money to Google to show their rank, show their website on the first page. Now, come back again to this thing. Let's see, these two companies are paying 190 rupees and they both are highest bid and second highest bid. Both are appearing on the first and second page. I, as a visitor, that person who is searching email marketing software decided to go with the first one and click on this advertisement URL. What will happen? 100 rupees will be deducted from this Campaign Monitor account, but no amount will be deducted from this website. Why? Because I am not clicking on this website. Google will not charge you for impressions. These are the impression, this one and this one. These are the impressions. Okay, impression means how many times your advertisement is appearing on any place. So these are the impression. Google will not charge you for impression. Google will charge you for click. So if your website is appearing on the first rank, second rank, or the third rank, or fourth rank for a PPC, and no one click on your website, your money is saved on your account. Money will be only deducted when someone click on it. So again, if I decided to click on this, 100 rupees will deduct from this account. This account will money will be same. If I decided to click this one, 90 rupees will be deducted. No amount will be deducted from this account. So that's how a PPC advertisement work, and that's how we bid on the keywords and target our audiences or those who are looking for keywords. Now I will show you practically here. So let's go to Google. Let's type PG certification in digital marketing. This is the keyword I am typing here. So all these 4 companies, 1, 2, 3, 4 companies, you can see 1, 2, 3, and only 4 places are here. It's not like that only 4 companies are bidding. Around 2000 companies are bidding on this keyword, but only 4 places are available on the first page. So those who have highest 4 bid will appear here. So all those are targeting this specific keyword on Google Ads. Number one is DigiGrade. This is they are targeting with highest bid. I don't know because bids are not public. You have to just make a random bid on your keyword, and it's not an open bidding. So you don't know how much they are bidding. You just decide upon your marketing campaign budget. So it's this is on the first rank. That means simple. They have the highest bid. Upgrade also second rank. That means they have second highest bid. IIMK the third highest bid, and Simplilearn the fourth highest bid. So all those have bidding on this keyword on Google advertisement, and their biddings are according to their ranking: highest, second highest, third highest, and fourth highest. And those who have fifth highest or sixth highest bidding, they will not rank on the first page. They lost this auction. There is no place for their website content on the first page. Now come to the PPC model. If I decided to click on this website, the amount will be deducted from their Google account. Not from this one, not from this one, not from this one, only from this account. If I decided to click on this one, amount will be deducted from this account. All those 3 account amount will not be deducted. If I decided to click on this one, amount deducted will be from this one, not from these one. If I click all 4 of them, amount will be deducted from everyone. I will show you, like this is DigiGrade website. I will click here like this, and now if they are bidding 10 rupees, 20 rupees or 100 rupees, amount deducted from their account with my click, like this one. Again, go back. If I click on the upgrade website, right now only amount deducted from this website. All Google ad amount are same on that website. If I decided to click on this one, upgrade website, now amount deducted from their website too. Whatever their bidding is, maybe 100, 200, 500 or 10, 20, 30, we don't know about their bidding, but amount will be deducted from it. So this is all about doing a keyword research and targeting your keywords on Google advertisement and PPC. Now the second process, the other one, how you can rank or how you can appear on Google using keyword, and that is search engine optimization, which we are currently learning. So the search engine optimization, you know the definition of that. I already taught you. Search engine is the process of optimizing your web pages to rank on Google organic result. And organic result appears on the center part of a search engine page, the mid section of a search engine page. And Google job is to rank the best and most relevant result for your search query. Google is not looking for some kind of reputed website or some kind of money. He is looking for a relevant content, the best content. If your content is best, if your content is answering the searcher's question, Google will rank your content on the first page. So if Google deems your page the best result for the right terms, you will get consistent stream of free visit on your website. So if someone is typing what is digital marketing, and let's say 100 people are writing on that topic, what is digital marketing, but your content is the best content because you are answering the elaborate, you are clearing all the doubt, all the question of a searcher, what will happen? All the traffic and will be diverted to your website because your website will be on the first rank because you have the best content. For example, Ahrefs. Ahrefs is a tool, a SEO tool we use for lot of things, for keyword research or for SEO audit, for backlinks. So they write regular blogs. So there is a blog by Ahrefs, link building and strategy SEO tips. So you can see here their organic traffic in 1 month, more than 3 lakh. traffic on their website. 383. That means 383,000 traffic on their website. You can see here. When someone type link building strategy or someone type SEO tips, this blog will appear on the first page, maybe on the mid section, maybe at the bottom section, but their web blog will also appear because they are targeting this keyword very smartly. In PPC, you don't need to be smart, you just bid for it. It's about the money you have in your pocket, just bidding. That's why the companies like Upgrade, Simplilearn are on the top because their course prices are 2 lakh or 3 lakh rupees. So they can bid. We what company like us, those don't invest money on advertisement. We generate leads organically by doing optimization, using the keyword on site content, meta description, page URL, images, title tag, or blogs and article like this blog, and you can generate that much of traffic for free. Now, imagine two companies are doing same business. Upgrade, providing digital marketing courses. IDM, Institute of Digital Marketing, providing digital marketing courses. Both are doing same thing. Both are providing digital marketing courses. Upgrade, targeting their keywords, PG certification in digital marketing or best digital marketing courses on PPC by paying money to Google, and their bid is around 200 to 300 per click. That means their marketing budget is around 30 to 40,000 rupees per month or maybe per week, depend upon number of clicks they are generating. For example, for let's say imagine number, they are investing 1 lakh rupees per month on that keyword. They are doing more than that because they are a really big company, but for imagine that they are doing for 1 lakh rupees. Now what we are doing it totally free. We are, because we are not bidding on Google ads, we are not doing PPC, we are using same keyword on our title tag, meta description, header, page title, site content, image, URL, everywhere we are using that keyword, and we are generating same number of leads. Upgrade is doing for totally free. So this is the benefit of SEO. That's why companies hire SEO expert, those who have a knowledge of optimizing their website organically on search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Because advertising money can hit you. Companies like Upgrade, Simplilearn can survive them because their product price is too high, their marketing budget is too high. But small companies, small startups can't survive them that much of marketing budget. So they want to generate leads organically. That's why they hire people on those who have a knowledge of search engine optimization. Now let's come to the second part of this keyword. Now you decided that you want to rank your website on Google using a right, specific, or focus keyword. You know that, but to pick a keyword, to pick a right keyword, you have to learn about the qualities of a keyword. What are the qualities you will look in a keyword before picking it for PPC or for search engine optimization? Because you can't randomly pick a keyword. You can't do that. You have to do a lot of research on that. That's why we call them a keyword research. And these are the 4 points you will do. So every keyword you will pick will be go from these quality check, from these testing. For example, I pick a keyword by digital marketing courses. So my keyword will go with these 4 quality check: the search volume check, keyword difficulty check, cost per click check, and search intent check. So every keyword will go through these quality check or testing. And if my keyword get all the tick on those quality check, then I will use that keyword. So what we used to do, we pick 4 to 5 keywords and we ran a quality check on all those four to 5 keywords. And the keyword which come up with a higher number of qualities, we will pick that one focus keyword on our optimization process, on our headlines or page title or our page URLs or our meta description. So these are the 4 quality you will look into any keyword when you are doing a keyword research. So search number 1 is volume. As you can see here, search volume is number 1 quality. So let's understand what is search volume, because when you do a research on any tool for keyword, you will find out this term volume or search volume. So what actually the search volume means? So search volume of a keyword means it tells you how many times a keyword is searched on a Google, or if you are using a Yahoo or Bing, so how many times a Google this keyword is searched on Yahoo or Bing, based on the metric in average monthly searched by location. So every time you use a tool like Google Keyword Planner or SEMrush or Ubersuggest or Ahrefs or Alexa and do a keyword research, you will see the first thing will be volume or search volume. And you will see the volume like 35,000 or 1.2. Like this is a keyword how to post on Instagram, and this is the search volume. So this is the search volume, and the matrix is total number of search in 1 month in a particular location. Location mean in India or US or Asia, Africa, or maybe in Delhi, Mumbai, or Bangalore. So what you will do, you will pick your keyword and you will pick the location, because every location search differently. People in US, you will find less volume about digital marketing, because digital marketing really popular in already in US. Everyone knows about digital marketing. In India, not everyone knows about digital marketing. That's why lots of people are searching. So you will pick the location, you will pick the keywords, and this is the insight you will get 35,000 something like that if you pick your keyword, and that is a average monthly searches. This matrix let you evaluate how popular a specific key search query, that means a keyword, is, and how much potential traffic you can direct into your website if your website appear on the high position or on the first rank. Let's say you are some kind of a blogger and you are helping people to use Instagram and how to post on Instagram. So if you are a blogger and if you write a blog on how to post on Instagram, and if your blog appear on the first rank or on the first page, that much traffic you can generate, 35,000. So this traffic tells you how much traffic you can potentially generate if you choose the right keyword. So what we used to do in the search engine optimization profession, we used to target those keywords which have the highest number of search volume. Highest number of volume means higher traffic you can generate on your website. You will find the keyword that bears some relevance to what your business does, then judge them relatively. So also it's always not about the volume part. It's also about the relevance of your business. I give you another example, and I will also show you it practically too. If you search digital marketing and do a research on do a keyword research on digital marketing keyword, you will find out that keyword have around 3 lakh to 4 lakh search volume. What a digital marketing keyword have a 3 to 4 lakh rupees, 3 to 4 lakh search volume. But I will not use that keyword on my site content. Why? Having highest number of search volume, still I will not use it in my website content. Why? Because that is not relevant to my business. I am not a blogger. Those who are just giving you a definition of or writing a blog or writing a content on what is digital marketing. I am running a institute which is and we are teaching digital marketing. So that is not a right keyword for me. Having a search volume more than 3 to 4 lakh doesn't matter for my business. For me, a right keyword will be best course in digital marketing or best institute in digital marketing, or where I can learn in digital marketing. So these are the best keywords for me, because those are the people are looking for digital marketing to learn. If someone is typing what is digital marketing, he is not actually want to learn it, he just want to know the definition, or he is just little bit curious about what is digital marketing, so he want to know the answer. And I need someone who want to learn. I don't want someone is looking for definition. If you are looking for definition, go to Wikipedia or any blogging page. So it's not always about search volume, it's also about the relevance of the keyword, that you have to also important. So first thing, you will check the volume, and then you will check the relevance. It actually related to your content or not. If it is, then use it. If not, then target that keyword and research on that keyword which is related to your business category. Now the second quality check you will do on your keyword is keyword difficulty. What is keyword difficulty mean? So this matrix tells you how competitive it is ranked organically at the top of a result page if you are using that keyword. And this is based on how strong and reputable the website are and that are already on the first page. To outrank that what is already there, you have to provide something really better in the eyes of Google. For example, there are around 100 to 200 institutes in digital marketing in India, those who are providing digital marketing courses. And every single institute is targeting same keyword, best digital marketing courses in their SEO. Now, there are 200 institutes, everyone is targeting same keyword, but only 4 to 5 will appear on the first page because there are only place for 4 to 5. Other will appear on the second, third, and fourth and fifth page. So if 100 are competing on a single keyword, that means it's a really hard keyword, difficult keyword, and you can find out the keyword difficulty from here. Like mortgage payment calculator. In US, everyone take mortgage on their houses, and they want to calculate how to pay this mortgage. So if you check this and some kind of application where you can calculate your mortgage, and you are providing this application, and you are using this on your blog or website, and if you target this keyword, you will find out 84% keyword difficulty of this. That means lots of companies are targeting this keyword. Same like in digital marketing, I told you more than 200 companies are targeting same keyword, and keyword difficulty is 84 or 75 or 90 or maybe 95. That means it's a really hard keyword. Now let's say 200 companies are targeting same keyword, and the keyword is best digital marketing courses, and the place on the first page of a search engine is only for 4 to 5 websites. So who will win this? Those websites who are reputable and doing business before you will win this race. So I give you an example of one of our student. One of our students run a business, a traveling business. He provide on-demand travel packages for couples and for families, and their competitor is Make My Trip, GoIDBO, and Holiday.com. Both are targeting same keyword, and the keyword was best on-demand travel packages. Make My Trip was also targeting GoIDBO, Holiday.com, Oyo. Everyone was targeting same keyword, and all those small travel agents like one of our students was also targeting the same keyword. But the place is only for 4 people, 4 to 5 websites on the first page. So what happened? He lost. And only if you type the best on demand package, you will find the website of Make My Trip, GoIDBO, Holiday.com, Oyo, Yatra.com. Because those websites are more reputable, those websites have more website traffic, and they are doing business more than 10 to 15 years. Obviously, they will win this race. So in that case, you have to provide something totally different and something better in the eye of Google. so they can rank your website above MakeMyTrip or GoIDBO. So what we told them to do, because they can't beat them by using the same keyword, we asked them to use a different keyword, because best on-demand package is really hard keyword. So I asked them to go with a best on-demand travel, local travel agent, because if you are going someone, and especially some kind of island, you are looking for some kind of travel agent which can help you. You can't roam around without having a proper knowledge of a new place. So what we ask them to use a local word there in their keyword. So what happened, because MakeMyTrip and Oyo and Yatra and GoIDBO, they are not local travel agents, they are companies. So they use word like local. So when someone type local travel agent in Andaman or local packages, or so their website appear on the first page. So when you are competing with your competitors and the keyword difficulty is too high, that means leave that keyword. Don't use that keyword on your site content. You will never rank with that content because keyword difficulty is too high. So having a good search volume and having a high keyword difficulty, you will not use it. You will use target those keywords which have less keyword difficulty, less than 60, 50 or 40. Now come to the third part. What is PPC? Another way of finding the right keyword. And sorry, CPC. CPC means cost per click. So cost per click means when someone click on your website, when you are running advertisement on Google Ads, the money Google will deduct from your account is cost per click, CPC. So speaking of advertising, every keyword have a price when you are running advertisement. A cost per click tells you how much it will cost an advertiser every time a searcher clicks on their advertisement on Google when you are targeting a specific keyword. For example, in USA, pizza dough recipe or pizza dough and pizza oven. These are the keywords digital marketers are targeting, and the CPC is $1 or 0.70 cent or $1.50. So that tells you how much they are bidding on this keyword, which is pizza dough recipe or pizza dough or pizza oven. So what this CPC actually tells you and how it can be helpful for you. So few minutes before I already told you, if someone is bidding on some keyword, and if someone is paying $1, that means 80 rupees, or someone is paying $1.50, that means 120 rupees on one keyword. So he is doing it only because this keyword is bringing some kind of traffic to their website or some kind of revenue to that website. So this CPC tells us that some advertiser is spending money on keyword. That means that keyword is really important, and you can use that keyword on your site content or in your SEO process. So the idea here is that if people are willing to pay good money for a click, there must be some value in the traffic from that keyword. So if I have a food business, or I find out that pizza dough recipe have one CPC, that means 80 rupees per click, I will use this pizza dough recipe in my blogs because I know traffic is coming for this recipe. However, things aren't quite this simple, because a keyword have value for one person doesn't necessarily it have a value for you. Same thing I will say you again. What is digital marketing have a value for bloggers and article writers or digital entrepreneur, because they are writing blogs. They need website traffic. So this keyword is value for those, not for me. I am a digital marketing institute. For me, value is buy digital marketing courses or how can I learn digital marketing, because I don't need website traffic. I need student for the course. So for one business it can important, for other business it can't. So you have to pick the right keyword for your business, and CPC can help you into that. Now the last part is search intent. What actually search intent means, and this is the most important thing. Again, I am covering the same thing, and the last part is search intent of keyword research. The intent of a keyword tells you what searcher is intending to do. Are they searching with the intent of buy something, or are they simply looking for definition or just looking for a review? Everyone go to a Google or Yahoo for different reason. We go to Google to check reviews, ask direction, answer our questions. If we have doubts or if you want to buy something, you have to find out the right intent for your keyword. For example, this robot vacuum is really popular keyword. The problem is you will find out here that no one will buying the robot. They are mostly looking for the reviews and the insight of that model of robot vacuum cleaner. And why intent is important? Because if someone is searching what is digital marketing, that means that person intent is to know what actually digital marketing means and why there is so much buzz around digital marketing. His intent is not to learn digital marketing. His intent just to satisfy or just to know the answer of what is digital marketing. So this is the search intent of that person. If someone type best digital marketing courses, so that person's search intent is to know the best institute where that person can learn digital marketing. If someone is typing PG certification in digital marketing, so that person's search intent is to pursue a PG certification course in digital marketing. He don't want to pursue master or advanced diploma. He want to pursue only PG certification. So every person's search intent is different, and you have to understand every person's search intent, and you have to understand every keyword search intent, and then use the right search intent keyword on your website. For example, in my IDM website, right keyword and with on search intent will be PG certification in digital marketing course by IIM and IIT faculty, guaranteed job or guaranteed internship after learning digital marketing. So these are the search intent I am looking for. If someone typing free courses in digital marketing, maybe that have around 1 lakh, 2 lakh of website traffic, but this keyword is not for me because intent is not there. He's looking for free courses. Or what is digital marketing? Search intent is knowing the definition. I'm not a blogger, so not a right keyword for me. What is the salary package of a digital marketer? This is not a right search intent for my business because I will not target that. It will be targeted by the bloggers who are looking for website traffic. So going to a right search intent will be really important for you when you are doing a keyword research. So the second part of this keyword research we will discuss on our next session after taking a break of 10 to 15 minutes. So before going to the break part, if you have any question, any doubt regarding this session, you can ask about the keyword research or about the keyword important or anything, any question you have, you can ask.
Sir, can I ask?
Yeah, you are.
Sir, if you said like if first of page appear are you bidding like what type of maximum I bid this website for first in Google?
Okay. So thing is that there are two things when you are bidding on a keyword. Number one is your marketing budget. Okay, if you have a small startup, so you can't bid 500 or 800 rupees. So you will
Okay.
first check your pocket, how much I can bid. Second thing, you will do a research on that keyword. When you do the research on keyword, you will find out the average competitors are bidding on that keyword. Let's say your keyword is PG certification in digital marketing. Do a research on that keyword, and you will find out that 80 or 90 rupees average they are bidding on it. So obviously you will bid on average amount. You will also bid on 90 rupees.
Okay, sir. Every month bid is change. Every month is new bidding start.
Yeah, because if everyone is bidding, everyone want to come on the first page, na. So you have to all time have to check, because if you are not receiving the click, that means your bid is low. If you are receiving the click, your bid is good. But if it's not receiving the click, that means your bid is low, and you need to change your bid.
Okay.
Any other question anyone have? Okay.
Sir, how much minimum budget, minimum bid
Okay.
to start off?
Umang, one thing, we will cover this part in a Google advertisement. Okay. Right now we are learning about SEO process. You don't need to worry about it right now. When we learn about Google ads and when we run Google advertisement, then we will bid it. I just taught you today about PPC because it's a way of we also using keyword research. Okay. But when we do run actual keywords in next month, we will learn about Google ads. Then I will actually show you how to bid and how much you need to bid and what should be your minimum budget.
Okay, clear, sir,
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Anyone have any other question?
No, sir.
No,